We're a week away from Shark Week, and I hope you're getting ready. I hope you're prepared. Here's a nice suggestion of what you could knit. Sharky doesn't take super long, but it does have intarsia in the round. I've also got a hammy, which is knit flat in 2 pieces, other than the fins. Those are knit separately, but Sharky or hammy, both good choices for Shark Week. And then I've got a new hat out also that that you might want to make, and that is the Shiver of Sharks hat. I'm not making any of those for Shark Week. I've got another plan for myself. I've had this yarn from Chicken Lady Fiber Arts for a couple of years, at least 1 year, but I think it's been 2 years. And it's the Patriot collection. So I am going to use my Patriot collection and my Virgin Cal pattern to make a striped red, white, and blue cowl. And this cowl is, there's no shaping in it, but it uses 4 different needle sizes. So it's smaller up towards the neck and gets drapier and longer, just looser as you get towards the bottom of the cowl. So that's what I'm going to make. This pattern is written for fingering weight yarn, but I'm using DK, so it calls for an I-cord cast on where you cast on 120 stitches, but I'm going to eliminate 1 repeat, and the repeat is, actually I'm eliminating 2 repeats because the repeats are 6 stitches wide. So I'm going to do 108 stitches rather than 120. But as I said, it will get larger and larger as you progress through the pattern because you're switching to larger needle sizes. So that is my plan for Shark Week. Shark Week begins next Sunday, July 20th, and it goes for 8 days, ends on Sunday, July 27th. And you have to go to the Google form, which I will put in the description below, and declare what you're making. And then you have 1 week to make it. If you make it, you beat the shark. Yay! And if you don't, you have to rip it out. I think this is the most fun knit-along that I've ever participated in. I don't participate in a lot of knit-alongs, but this one is just exciting and fun and challenging, and I love it, and I look forward to it every year. So thanks to Ann and DK from Politically Incorrect Knitters for putting that on for us, and I hope you all join in because it is a really, really fun knit-along. Next on the list is a new sweater design that I've been working on, and this is a Raglan sweater. I don't have any of my ends worked in yet. This is also knit in DK weight yarn and also from Chicken Lady Fiber Arts. The Raglans is just 3 stitches of brioche flanked by a purl stitch. So there's 5 stitches in each raglan, which is a little bit more than usual, but I love how it looks and turned out. I was super worried about running out of yarn on this. I got the body all worked and I had the sleeves on stitch tubes. I had everything finished but the 2 sleeves, and I looked at my balls of yarn, and I had 2 because I was alternating skeins just because it's a hand-dyed yarn, and I weighed it and it was 160 grams, and I thought surely that's enough. So I went to my spreadsheet and I calculated what I'd used so far and the area that I had to cover for the sleeves, and it looked like I was going to be fine according to the math and my spreadsheets. But when I looked at the balls of yarn, they just didn't look that large. So I got on the computer and I messaged Lynn at Chicken Lady and I said, hey, I'm playing yarn chicken with your yarn. I might run out. I don't know if you have any more left, and she didn't. But if you do, save one for me, and if you don't, could you dye one up? But don't do it yet because I don't want to sound a false alarm and it looked like I was going to be fine. And I had 38 grams left. So I had plenty. I could have put a few more inches on this sweater, but I didn't cut it short. I made it the length that I wanted to. So, yay. Yay for me. I didn't run out of yarn. I didn't have to bother Lynn for another skein, for her to dye up one skein of something. This is her Americana yarn. It is AMERCAUNA, Americana DK. It's lovely yarn, and the color is scarlet, so it's beautiful. I'll be getting the pattern written up in the next week or so, and then I'll put out a call for test knitters. So if you're interested in test knitting, keep an eye out for that. You can send me a message. I do have a test knitter email list, so if you're not on that and you want to be on that, send me a message and I'll make sure you get the email when that comes out. As you might know if you've been watching, I recently retired from my day job, and I have a friend that I met at a yarn store that I used to work for before I started my job that I just retired from. So that's been like 15 years ago that I knew her, but she opened a yarn store in a town that's just north of here, up in Carmel, Indiana. And I had been by there once, but she's not open every day of the week, and I went on a day that she was closed. And last Wednesday, I had to go up north for another reason, and I thought, well, I'm going to stop by and see Allie at a yarn market in Carmel. So I did that. I sent her a message and said, because I thought, I wanted to get in contact with her first just to make sure that she was going to be there, because I know she has a couple of gals that work for her too, but I wanted to see her. So she was going to be there. I went up there. First thing I said when I walked in was, I really don't need any yarn, but I just wanted to come and see your shop. It looks so cute. You've been doing such a good job on marketing, and I just wanted to stop in and say hi. She's like, well, if you don't need any yarn, she goes, you might need a yarn minder. And of course I'm like, well, I've looked at those. I thought they were really cool, but I don't have one. So I got this cute yarn minder. I have to put it together yet, but perfect for somebody who likes to walk around while they're knitting, which is me. And then as I'm looking around, she's got some different yarns, one of which I hadn't ever seen before. And it's Galler yarns, and this is a super fine merino wool, not superwash. And she had it on sale. She had a summer sale going on, so she had it on sale for 50% off. And I have been pondering or telling myself, I need to knit a sweater that is steeked. So I don't know exactly what the design is going to be yet, but I'm going to use this Galler yarn and I'm going to steek it. So it'll be some kind of color work pattern. And I guess I'm just in a patriotic mood right now because red, white, and blue. So who knows when that will come about. It won't be super soon, but that is in my future sometime. I've got another acquisition that I want to show you that's for yet another design. So let me go grab that real quick. As I grab this, I see that I'm hugely in a rut on my color choices right now, because I got this yarn from Tina at Awenydd Yarn and Fiber, and it's in her triple goddess base, so 100% superwash merino, and the color is Resistance, so beautiful tonal blues, and I'm going to use it together with this Yummy Plush from Arkansas Yarn Co. So this will be more of a summer top. Again, red and blue. So I guess I just like these colors right now. I did the red sweater. I'm doing red, white, and blue for Shark Week. These are red and blue, red, white, and blue for the Steak sweater. You know, you got to just go with what you like and what you feel like knitting. I just want to let you know that I do have a knit along that's going to come up at the end of the summer, beginning on Labor Day. I'm going to do a knit along with Holly of Mystery Mouse Yarns and Susan of Delightful Works on the cowboy sweater. You probably know this is the sweater that I did for the Knitty McPurley retreat last January. But good sweater for next winter. It is in DK weight, and Holly will have kits from Mystery Mouse, but I just wanted to give you a heads up now so that you can start thinking about it. I will give you more information after Shark Week. One other thing that I wanted to mention, and Devin from Knitty McPurley has been kind enough to mention it on her podcast. She did a gauge switcheroo worksheet if you want to knit a sweater in a different size yarn than the pattern calls for. I have automated that worksheet, so you just have to plug in your gauge numbers and the size that you want the sweater to come out. So if you want it to come out as a 40-inch bust or a 35-inch bust or whatever you prefer, you plug those numbers in and it will tell you what size on the pattern to knit. So that's on my website. It's right up on the top menu bar. So Gauge Switcharoo, it's automated, it's easy. Now my big announcement. I've got a new sweater pattern release that is ready to go, and that is the beads tee. So the beads tee is on my website now. There is an automatic 20% discount right now, and that's only going to last for about a week. So go and grab that as soon as you can. Just finish testing. Actually, it really finishes testing tomorrow, but almost everybody is past the color work section. So that gives me the information that I need to go to move on to publishing. So go check out the beads tee on my website, which is wiseowlknits.com, and you'll find the beads tee. I didn't tell you what I was wearing today. This is a sweater that I did a long time ago for Cascade Yarns, and it's not one that they're currently offering, though they do own the rights to the sweater, so it's not one that I can put out again, but I hadn't worn it for a long time. It's called the Sunseeker Lace Pullover. So downloaded it 10 years ago. You're in luck, and if not, maybe I'll do something similar in the future. This is knit out of their Sunseeker yarn, which is I think a cotton. I don't think it's 100% cotton. It might have a bit of something else in it, but you know, nice summer sweater. Thank you so much for watching today. I really appreciate you being here. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button and subscribe and hit the bell to get notified whenever there's a new episode. So happy knitting!